What's going on YouTube? I'm straight back at it with another lure fishing video. I'm back at the same as usual location, and ever since I've been coming here, I've been whipping out some monsters. So I thought today I'd come down here with my little box of lures. I've got a wide selection in there, some big ones and some small ones, and then I've got some spinners, some flies, which I'm not going to be using obviously. I've currently got the micro lure on, which I've been catching the fish here on. It's like their favourite lure, I think. And as the session goes on, I'll exchange it for some bigger ones like this roach one here. And I think today I'm going to venture a bit further down to where I've not fished before as well. So I can maybe even get a new personal best. I doubt I will after that last one I caught though. He was pretty big. Enough talk from me. Let's get straight to the fishing and I'll start casting out. Right, first cast in this location. A nice little one just into the margins because that's where I tend to catch them from here. Just halfway. I'm getting bites already. I'm not even lying. It's an amazing location this is for lure fishing. But for some reason, I don't know why, but I can only catch the big ones from here. None of the small ones. I get bites from the small ones, but I can't hook them for some reason. So, it sounds weird, but I'd be absolutely buzzing if I could catch a smaller one today. And of course, I wouldn't mind a new personal best. I've just started casting in the more wider section, and I'm now edging towards the narrow section, which is obviously where all the fish like to lurk. Because it's a lot narrower. I'd assume the fish feel safer there for some reason. I've just realised that I was reeling in a little bit too fast. So now I've slowed the pace right down, as you can see. I'm just reeling in like very slow. And that's how you catch them from here. And I suppose it's how you catch any perch. As the session moves on as well, and I put some bigger lures on, I could end up getting a pike, a small jack pike maybe. Because then the bigger lures attract bigger fish basically, so. There's a lot of downsides to fishing this time of year. I think it's autumn now, and it's bad because all of the leaves are on top of the canal, so it's really, you get snagged very often. It's just harder. And of course float fishing as well, it's just not the right season for that really. Of course you can still catch on the float, but it's harder because the water's colder, etc. So whatever I catch this time of year, it's a big deal. It's late evening right now, I'd say. It's about 4:30, so fish tend to bite around the 5 o'clock mark, so in about half an hour the fish should get a lot more active than they are now. I think that's the case with most fish. They either feed really early morning or really late afternoon. My lure has just been followed by a giant fish, about that big. I don't know what it was. It could have been a small jack pike or a big perch, but oh my god, I want to try and get its attention again, because I got the lure right the way in and I saw the fish like behind it. It was massive, and I sort of lifted up and I saw it swim off. I spooked it, but man, that could have been a good catch. Getting some action at the moment. I don't know if you can see the fish there by my lure. There's two of them. There's two decent sized perch right by my lure still. I'll try and zoom in when I'm editing, but please come on. They've bit it once already. He's still there right now. I can see him. Nah, I think they might have both gone. That's sad. I've started casting right over to the other side, like the other margin, and I tend to get bites over there. I reel in, and then when I come to the other margin here, that's when I tend to get bites again. I say that, I'm getting some right now. Only little tiny ones. Yeah, I can see the fish, he's about that big, little small perch. But yeah, I tend to get bites when I'm over in the margins, so I think that's where the fish are lurking. I've moved down quite a bit since I last had some bites. I'm now in the forestry area, as you can see. The canal's still narrow though, and I've had like one bite right there. One bite, it was sudden, and it had like boom boom. It went like 2 on the lure. This spot right here is where I caught my last one. I casted into that ditch over there, and it followed it all the way in and bit it right there. So I'm going to try again. There, that was a nice cast. Let that sink a second, and I'll just reel in very, very slowly. If I catch one on this cliff, that would be absolutely amazing. But chances are low that I will. Oh, I'm not being funny. See, I've got a fish on. No way. No. What was I just saying? Look at this little fella. I caught a little one as well. I'm chuffed with that. He's actually a beautiful little perch, caught on the little tiny lure as well. So I'll get the fella unhooked right now. Hopefully it comes out easy. Don't fight. He put up a decent fight. I didn't think I got a fish on, you see. I thought he was biting it, and then I was like, no way. I saw him and he was on. Right then, first catch of the day. A teeny tiny perch on the lure. That's my first ever small fish I've had on a lure, so I'm very chuffed with that. But then down, oh, I've just seen a big one jump over there, but off the little guy goes, and I'm going to go and catch that big one that's just jumped. After I've just caught that on the small lure, I think I'm going to change the lure to the bigger one, the bigger roach one, in about 10 minutes or so. So once I change that, I could get some bigger fish. I've just ventured on a bit more further down than I've been before, and it's very, very narrow here. It's even narrower than it is up there. Oh, bite, big fish, big bite, you know what I mean? Come on. I think what I'm going to do, there's a bridge there. I'm just going to go past that bridge to where it goes a very like wide actually. It goes quite wide over there, so I'll fish behind that bridge for a bit, and then I'll make my way back down this section, but with a different lure on. And then I might be able to attract some different bigger fish that lurk down here maybe. I'm at the bridge now, and as you can see, the bridge underneath there is the same like narrowness and width of over here. It's quite cool really. But I'm going to make a few casts underneath the bridge, because big perch tend to live underneath bridges. Right then, first cast under this bridge. That was a pretty decent cast. No, it wasn't. I've got a big bird's nest. Okay, this bridge is definitely rammed full of perch. I got rid of the bird's nest by the way, but I've just reeled it in and I've had endless bites, and I saw 3 perch try to go for my lure at once, which is pretty damn cool. So I'm reeling in as slow as I can to try and attract these fish, but I'm going to try and catch the monster of the bridge. Right, my heart is just like, I've nearly had a mini heart attack. There is a monster perch, massive, could even be a new personal best, right by my lure. But there was anyway. He's gone now. He's massive. I want to catch him. I'm going to keep casting here and get him. I've now moved away from the bridge. I'll come back to there later. As of that section, I'll come back to later. So see you later, and hello to a new one. I've never fished down here before. In fact, I don't even know if I've been down here before. So it's a new thing for me. It's pretty cool, and I'm really hoping to catch a nice fish down here, even if it's just a little one again. I'm not too bothered. Might not be soon, but I've heard rumours of there being massive carp, like I'm talking 30-pound grass carp, a couple of bridges down that way. So in a future video, maybe in the next month or so, I'll come down here with my carp gear and try for a carp on the canal. That would be amazing if I did get one. But this section's a bit strange at the moment. It's weird because it's so wide. It's quite wider than the usual bit of canal I fish, so it's odd really. I'll see what I can get, like about halfway out with my cast with my left hand. When I cast with my right hand, I can get all the way to the other side. But it does look promising for some nice fish down here, I will say that, so I'll give it a go. I'm having no joy at all down this section. I've moved about 100 yards down this way from the bridge, and there's nothing but snags. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little lure off here, the one that I've got on now, and I'm going to put a big roach one on. So this is the one I'm going to be popping on. It looks very fishable. It looks like a fish would want to eat that. I would want to eat that if I was a fish, so I'm going to snip this one off. Finally got this beauty tied on, all nice and strong, so I'll keep casting out right here, and then I'll move to the bridge and onward. Make sure to stick along as well, because if I do catch something on this lure, you won't want to miss it because it'll be massive. This lure is 100% more of a pike lure, but it's still worth a shot, because if a big perch sees that, he'd definitely take it. Like, I mean it, he would definitely take it. I honestly think that this is a bit of a big lure, like it's too big I think, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the spinner on instead of it. Bad news, my brand new lure that I've just put on is now stuck in a bush over there and the line snapped. Well, one day or another I'm coming back for that lure. Hopefully it stays there. Please, if you're watching, don't steal it. But I'm going to walk back up this way. I've now got the spinner on, by the way. I've got a new Blue Fox spinner, so I'm going to keep casting with that and whip some fish out. Unfortunately, there's a barge on its way up. First barge I've ever encountered down here, that's a really bad thing, because it's such a narrow space. It'll spook all the fish off, which is like no good, because I want to try and catch them. I'm sort of running a bit ahead to try and get to the good parts of this bit, the narrow bit, so I can actually try and get one out before the barge comes, because honestly after the barge comes I don't think I'll have much luck. They scare everything away. I don't know what the point in them are. Here we have like a bit of canal and it's broken. That's why there's a fence there. And then a bit further on, the towpath's just split in half. I wasn't fast enough. I got a big snag just as they was arriving, and I was having bites as well. And then they just come past speedy. This ain't looking promising. It's churned up all of the bottom of the canal. I mean, it could mean like, I suppose when the bottom churns up, it might mean that the perch come out and feed because it makes them more active. I don't know if that's a true thing, I've just heard it before. But it's a bad thing because it's all these snags are in the water now and my lure's just covered in them. Here's the crevice that's just snapped off. It's like an earthquake's happened. I nearly fell down it earlier, but I'm on the dodgy side right now. But look at the perfect snap. It just snapped off the ground. I'm back at the place where I was earlier, where I caught the little tiny perch. I wouldn't even mind if I caught him again. I don't mind catching anything on lures. It's when you're on the pole and you catch the little fish, then it's annoying. When you're on lures and you catch little fish, it's not so annoying because it's just more fun. Back at the exact location now, and I've just made the same cast I made earlier, and I'm having bites again. What is it with this bit? It's like all the fish just lurk in this one position, I think. But I haven't caught anything this cast though. Spoke too soon. I'm coming back up to the lighter section of the canal now, and where it's a bit narrower as well. I've said narrow quite a bit in this video, haven't I? But oh yeah, I might have a fish on. Oh man, look at this. Lovely catch that is. Perfect snag. Not too long left now either. I've got about 30 minutes until sunset, which is no good. I'd much rather be out for longer. I'm catching just snags as well at the moment. Every cast I'm bringing up a leaf. It's horrible. I honestly think that little micro paddle tail lure is the best for down this section, because everything else I've tried has either not worked or been snagged, and the spinners just don't seem to work. They're getting bites, but very few. I'm pretty much done now. I'm going to wrap up in the next 5 minutes. I'm just going to cast out a lot in this brighter section because it's not under the trees, and I think the fish might like it there. I don't know. What am I saying at this point? But this is basically where I've had another big one. I've had a big one here before as well. I'm going to have my final 10 casts here. I've made it official. 10 more casts and then the video will end. But I've just had one, and I'm not sure if I'm in bites or not. It's weird. It's very weird. Like, it's a spinner, I think, because it's spinning round. It's making me think I'm getting bites. 9 more casts, and it's just odd. Final cast. I've just cast it to the other side. I'm going to make it really slow. As you can see, I'm just reeling as slow as I possibly can, because I really want to attract the fish's attention and get one more fish for the video last minute. That'd be pretty cool. Obviously, I'm very happy with that little one I had earlier though. Sounds weird, but I just am. I've never had a little one on a lure before, so it's a first. And nothing. A leaf and a weed. Lovely. Well, that's my rod all packed away. Now I've got the spinner all tied up and the rod packed up. Overall, I've been out an hour and a half, and I've had the one little perch and many bites, thousands of bites even. But it's been a nice session. Much would have preferred to have a bigger perch. I love getting the big perch, it's my new obsession. That's why I come lure fishing quite a lot now. But today wasn't the day for the big uns. Maybe next time I come down, eh? But I hope everyone watching has enjoyed, and I am going to wrap the video up here. Before you leave, please click the subscribe button down below. Apparently about 70% of you guys aren't subscribed who are watching. Only 20% are, or 30 or something like that. So if you're watching now, please subscribe. And everyone watching at this point, leave a like on the video, please. Even if you didn't enjoy it, please leave a like. Helps out the channel quite a bit more than you think. But yes, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to turn the post notification bell on as well, so you never miss another one of my videos. I might as well mention it while I'm here as well. If you're interested in becoming a member of my channel and helping out, the link will be in the description. I've got a few members only videos up now, so if you wanted to check them out, become a member. But for now, I'll see you all in the next video here. Peace.